quick video. I'm by myself today. As you might see behind me, there is paneling up. It's Luan, 1/4 inch. It says it's 1/4 inch, but it's like more like 1/8 of an inch, 3/16. But if you can see, I know it's low light, so if it's hard to see, I'm sorry. The main purpose of this video is not the Luan on the walls. Building in a 100-inch trailer. Let me rest my hand on the wall here. Building inside of an 8-foot trailer or 100-inch. Some of them are 102 inches, some of them are 100 inches. Poses difficulties. The standard haunts, people build prefab their wall panels at 4 feet. Some people do it a little differently, but pretty much the premise is the same. They build a wall panel out of a sheet of Luan, 2x4s around it, 4x8 sheets or 4x8 foot sizes. Okay, this doorway is 2.5 feet, and it is flush. What I mean by flush is, let me point here, right there, it's just a flat wall. I'll show you this here since I'm here. Right here, the tin on the bottom of the trailer, it's about 1 foot tall, is bent out. I cannot get it bent in. This is the dining room. This is the dining room, and I'm going to put a table here with chairs on the ends, maybe an actor on one end and a corpse on the other. But it's going to hide that. I'm not going to worry about that. Chances are this room is going to be so cool for everything else. That corner being popped out, if they see it, it's not going to be a big deal. What I wanted to show you was, I might try to find a picture. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Larry, at the Darkness, I believe it was his Creepyworld, he built, or somebody built, a haunt out of trailers, but it's more of a permanent setting. They're not mobile. And they had to deal with this. One of the things I noticed that they did was, let me show you. Going back to this one, they have like a 1 foot offset, like right here, okay? It pulls the wall out. And what that does is it adds more depth to the eye. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to build a 1 foot offset, or maybe a 10-inch offset right here, to give this more depth to the eye. That brings me to this point. I'm going to show you my wall panel. Don't look at the joints because I bought the wrong 2x4s. I bought the full 8-foot sheets or sticks. This wall panel is 5 foot wide. Okay. So when I mount this up, I'll have a full sheet of Luan here. Then I'll have to rip whatever's left right here to put up on this sheet. But over there is going to be the bathroom. There's my tub. This area is going to be my bathroom. As you can see, my lumber's here. There's my facade, there's my timbers, and there's my Luan. The reason why I'm having a built-in trailer 2, or skull 2 as we've been calling it, is because skull 1 has to have all that steel pulled off, and we're just not going to be able to do it this time around. I built a 5 foot wall. That's what the point of this video is. I built this as you would, similar to the way you would if you were to build a real studded wall for a house, a shop, or something like that. I didn't build it on 4 foot. And there's the 4 foot center right there. So that way, when I put this wall up, I can put a small wall section here, and that ought to give me the depth that I want people to perceive. And like I said, these videos are not supposed to be very entertaining. as much as they are showing you what I'm doing and why. Not necessarily a how-to, but showing you how I'm doing it. Maybe right, maybe wrong, and showing you why. Now, I don't know if the pictures I saw of Creepyworld were built for that reason. But to me, when you've got we'll just call it an 8-foot wide trailer, I don't want to put up a 4-foot panel or 4-foot standard wall panel and let the other 4 foot be the doorway. I don't want that. I want it to be smaller. I don't want them to see as much of the next room when they're beginning the previous room. And this ought to cut down the narrow vision, and it should perceive more depth. I went ahead and put Luan up here to hide the rivets and the joints and all that, to make the house sections of this haunt look more like a house. I don't want to have to worry about this. I would rather spend $60 and put $13 sheets of Luan up just to cover that stuff. I left this because, if you remember, it's going to be aluminum studs here, aluminum ribbing here, or skeleton, and it's easier for you to screw or brad nail this into this as it would be to screw this into the aluminum, and then you'd be back to having screw heads that you got to hide. So you see why I'm going for this route. It's a little bit more money. It's not as frugal, but it ought to, in the end, it ought to have a lot better of a look for the finished product. Be sure to keep an eye out for more videos. I'm going to try to video as much as I can, just in case it might be helpful to at least one of you guys up there. So, well, thank you for watching.